Do you want to know how many Chinese have been repatriated in the last 1 year or so? 10, 100, 100,000, 220,000. And to tell you all about this, I have a small presentation. So here you go. China has 110 overseas police stations to monitor, harass, and forcibly repatriate some living in exile. How do they do this thing? Well, for one thing, what they have done is they have established these overseas police stations all across the world. I mean, you can see here from this picture how many different cities and different countries that they have established things. I believe there's about 57 countries and 110 of them are there. And in United States, there is one in New York. There's also one in Canada, in Toronto, and you can see Ecuador and so on and so forth. So you kind of get the idea. If you want to read a little bit more, I have given you the links to this report, to this document. It started out as 50 police stations and now it has gone to 110. Certainly something that people all have to think about. So what exactly are these overseas police stations doing? Clearly, these are above and beyond what a consulate of China does. The consular office is not connected with this. These are just something that would just come up in a building complex saying that, okay, this is a information service or something like that, except that the Chinese police mans them and their only job is to do these set of 5 things. What are the 5 things? First of all, April 2021 to July 2022, Chinese police, that is these police people, have persuaded 230,000 claimed fugitives to return to China voluntarily. Think of it like this. Supposing the Chinese government executes a project in, say, Tanzania, and there are 10 engineers are working there. One of them decides to disappear and goes AWOL, AWOL, and not to be traced. So the Chinese police, that is these 110 overseas stations, they go through and figure out where he is. They probably have some tracking software to know exactly where he has buried himself, and then they unearth that person and then they voluntarily take him back to mainland. They have established 9 forbidden countries, meaning these are the countries that nobody can go to. And if you happen to be there, that is a bigger problem. So that's another thing they have done. Now they have started using new tools for persuasion tactics. For example, let's say you are hidden away somewhere in Tanzania and the Chinese police contacts you and they say that if you don't come back to China with us, your children will be denied education. You see, inside China, everybody, they know every citizen, what they do, when they get up, when they go do their little things in the morning. You get the idea, right? So that is the amount of big brother attitude that these people have. So they say, if you don't come back, your children will stop going to school. What are you going to do? You are not in a position to get them out of there. You came to another country to do some work and you thought that, okay, quietly I'll disappear. So this is a day of reckoning. This is essentially a threat. And this used to happen a lot during the Soviet regimes. Like even when Soviet Russia was there, every time there used to be any Olympics or any games where these athletes participated, there would be always 1 or 2 defections. And this would be like the talk of the story. There'll be like a headline news, so-and-so from this country defected, blah, blah, blah. And there are even movies made with these kind of things. Right? There's one with Robin Williams, in fact. They have established 54 police-run overseas police service centers across 5 continents. There are only 5 continents, guys. So you get the idea. A new law they have passed, that was passed on the 2nd of September. Now, this is going into effect. It just went into effect 2 days ago. Establishes full extraterritoriality over Chinese and foreigners globally for certain crimes. Now, the foreigners part, I'm not so sure what exactly that means. Does it mean foreigners who were living in China and working there and then they have been deputed to go and work for Chinese corporations outside of China, then they disappeared? I don't know. I'm hoping that's what it is. Certainly, I don't want to fall under that ambit. Anyway, so you get the idea. Big Brother is not watching, he's hovering. He's looking at everything you do. He's trying to figure out what you're up to. And I've had some personal experience of seeing this happen right in the United States, right in the city of San Francisco. I won't say anything more, but just let you know that the surveillance state has started even in the US. I don't know when the Biden administration is going to start smoking out all these lumpens and throwing them back into the gutter wherever they belong. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.